Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
On the way.
Supplies are what keep a war running. NATO actions have put all operations in Afghanistan in danger. After an attack that killed 24 Pakistani soldiers, Islamabad cut off one of the alliance's major supply routes to Afghanistan.
I would like to extend my most sincere condolences.
But for Pakistan, Washington's condolences were not enough.
The repeated incursions by the U.S. military in Pakistan really left no choice, and also the humiliation that the Pakistani military faced in front of its own soldiers and the Pakistani people left no choice before the government this time but to cut off the supply line.
With relations between the U.S. and Pakistan as unstable as ever, in order to keep the war in Afghanistan running, NATO relies more on its other major supply route, coming from the north. Here it is, the Northern Distribution Network. You see all these blue lines? And here is the route that Pakistan shut down. Now, the Northern Supply Network was studied when Russia agreed to provide its territory and airspace for transit of non-lethal supplies to NATO troops in Afghanistan. It proved to be a very reliable route, more reliable than Pakistan. Now it accounts for half of NATO's non-lethal supplies. On trucks, railroads, and by air, supplies travel through Russian territory from Europe and from Russia's far east all the way to Afghanistan. And the reliance on this route is set to expand. In the last 3 years, Russia's cooperation on Afghanistan has been key to NATO operations there. I sat down with Professor Michael Vlahos, who stressed he was speaking in a personal capacity.
The U.S. has a very tenuous kind of placement in Afghanistan, and it is highly vulnerable. It's highly vulnerable to Pakistanis, but it's more vulnerable now to Russia. I mean, if Russia were to withdraw its permission for us to use its rail lines, we would be in a very difficult position in Afghanistan.
The Northern Supply Network could now be in danger because of a failure in diplomacy. Moscow says because Washington turned down all of its proposals on the missile defense issue, Russia might have to resort to other arguments, including its cooperation with NATO on Afghanistan.
There are processes which are critically important for Russia, which are about Russia's national security. One of them is NATO expansion into Russian borders, and the fact that Washington goes ahead with a robust missile shield program in Europe without taking into consideration Russia's concerns gives Moscow the right to use any leverage it has to be heard by its partner.
But even the mere possibility that Russia could cut off the northern supply route threatens the viability of all Western operations in Afghanistan. NATO risks leaving almost 140,000 of its troops in Afghanistan without vital supplies if diplomacy doesn't win the day. With Pakistan, it's about people there being fed up. With Russia, it's about their national security. If Washington does not seriously address the concerns of its partners, even best partnerships can fade. I'm Ganesh Chakyan reporting from Washington.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.